But this now is a good transition to My Hero Academia. We want to give My Hero Academia its flowers and also go into what makes it special to some extent, you know?
So, I guess now is a good time to talk about my experience with My Hero Academia. So, I stopped watching My Hero Academia a while back. And I even make a TikTok video. I was, me trying, not the best at making these TikToks video. But anyways, I was talking I was asking, like, is it really worth it to watch My Hero Academia? Because I'm like, I fell off. I wasn't feeling it. I was like, I don't really like Deku. I feel like he's just so superficial. Like too good, goody two shoes. And like, come on, where's your essence, boy? And I'm like, I don't know. And we started watching other stuff, so I really fell off. And I was like, is it really worth it? And I know you always keep like, yeah, let's watch it. And anyway, we started rewatch. You started rewatching. I continue, where I fell off. And I'm really glad I gave that another chance, a second chance. So it was probably my fifth chance at that point. But I'm really glad I did, because I was like, oh wow, this really got good.
Yeah.
And I like the character development that Deku has. I really like him more now than what I liked him before. Because now he was able to show his flaws. He was able to show that he got mad.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, you see, that's what I like to see. I like to see the depth. Show me who you are. What do you feel? And I was just like, yes, guys, it's gonna be okay. Don't worry, it's good. Like, come on, show more. And I really like to see him like really pushing through, really be able to fight now without breaking his fingers and stuff.
Be a man.
Yeah, be a man. I'm like, come on, take control of that Kurt. But
it's what you're saying is true.
Yeah. And the depth, it got so deep too.
For context,
jeez.
The Class 1A versus Class 1B, I think that was season 4 or 5. That's what she's talking about, where it got slow, where it's okay, watching the classes go against each other, but it's a little slow right now. And up until that point, you had Deku go through some stuff. He got the power. He beat Chisaki. He made some bonds, but he wasn't showing the depth,
Yeah.
At that point, I guess many people could say he's like an off-brand Tanjiro, where Tanjiro is a real goody two-shoe, but he really means it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like
Deku means it too, but
it just felt like he was being forced.
It took the fight in Jakku City where Bakugo damn near died, where Deku was like, oh hell no, what the hell? Like he just showed his ass. Like he went all out, like combining quirks.
I'm like, oh, what happened here?
And then
What's going on?
And then you go to the Dark Deku arc, where he's over here by himself, and he's over here fighting crime, stuff like that. I gotta put it all on his shoulders. I gotta do it by myself.
And it distancing himself. But it's something good to see like another side of himself, not just like always goody two shoes, like nothing else. Okay, show me really what you mean.
Yeah. And with that being said, I want to establish My Hero Academia as the bar, the threshold that needs to be passed to be considered a really good anime. Is My Hero Academia perfect? Hell no. Is My Hero Academia great? In moments. But if you want to be considered a really good anime, and again, this is broad, this is going to be clipped up and stuff like that. It doesn't mean I punch as hard as possible and because of that explosions, it's a good anime. When I talk about action, when I talk about drama, when I talk about building the characters, when I talk about all these different aspects that go into an anime, and this topic or this section comes from, I found myself being so critical on shows, but more so Kaiju number 8. I'm like, Kaiju. And again, that might not have been the right thing to do, but in the back of my head, I see Kaiju as attempting to be a really good anime, a really good story. And it is, especially in moments, right? But when you take into consideration what came before it and what everybody else is doing, I feel like My Hero is now the threshold. If you don't pass that, then just do what you do. Like Togen Anki, the one with the blood and the guns and stuff like that. All the tropes. You're not aiming for
but I really like My Hero Academia. Really like surprised me because it got really like exciting. Like not only like the fights, but like the drama. Oh my God, the drama with Endeavor. I'm really here for the drama.
Yeah.
Like I really love that drama with
Yeah.
with his family's problems.
That's some
And I was
family
like,
drama right
gosh,
there. No.
that's really depth. And I really didn't see that twist coming.
No. That's some peak family drama, right? The chaos. Complete chaos.
That dude is his son. I was like, what?
Yeah.
That was just crazy. Dabi is his son.
It's top tier, but one of the decision for Horikoshi, the manga of My Hero, to give the perspectives of the villains in My Villain Academia is where we started to get, and again, I'm not saying started because I'm the voice. There was depth way before. Obviously, season 1 establishing the class, season 2 staying, right? But what I'm saying is, by giving the villains an opportunity to say, hey, I'm a human too, this is the path I'm on, this is why I'm doing it. I'm not saying justified, but stories like Twice, oh my goodness. Like stories like Twice.
He just fell with the wrong people, that's all, you know?
Once you get the, obviously very recently now, the story of Toga completely fleshed out. She a crazy girl, don't get me wrong. Wanting to drink people's blood and stuff like that. But you get to see that. Like everything that...
Cast aside because what you like.
Everything that happened with freaking Dabi or Toya, oh my goodness. And it's just like, And now granted, Shigaraki just a weird little kid that wanted to tear everything apart. He wanted to be a hero, found out his grandmother's a hero too,
I was saying, like, he was born evil.
He was born
He was born evil. I don't care which angle you want to put it. Like, that kid was
Shigaraki?
born evil. Yeah. He had friends, and his family wasn't that bad.
His dad was an asshole.
His dad was an asshole.
His dad was abusive.
But his mom cared about him. His sister cared about him, even though she, at that point, she said, oh, he wasn't one here. But they still care about him. And he was
Exactly,
like, because his dad didn't accept him being a hero because he's already had trauma. He was like, hell no, I'm gonna kill everybody here. Even though it was an accident.
Yeah.
Something in him said that it wasn't an accident. He said at one point.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you were born super
He said, I knew what I was doing
yeah.
for everybody. But he said he definitely knew what he was doing with his dad.
For his dad, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just, I'm not the judge, but to me, My Hero is so well-rounded. I always say, the best all-around anime is not My Hero, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It hits all the buckets, right? Is it a complete A+? No, but it's one of the top for a reason, because it just does everything well. The world, the powers, the drama, the dynamic, the excitement. This, if that's like the top, all around, I'd say My Hero is doing a really good job, especially in the second half of the whole series, of being that all around.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to say it was completely slow on the front end, but I think he had more time, you know what I mean?
No, it was developing. That's
he had
it.
20 characters to flesh out personalities.
It was just developing, and now it's showing the work. You know what I mean?
It laid down the pieces. And
I think I fell off because, you know, sometimes there's just more animes coming out. It's so much out there that you just get distracted what is more like really popping or people are like excited for.
Yeah.
But now I see that it was just, you know, developing the character, putting the backstory together. That way, when you got to this point, you will understand why they are the way they are and why things are happening, which just makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So it was just everything like compiling for this climax now. Like everything's just showing up, coming to the surface. Which is pretty cool.
With that being said, My Hero is amazing. It's rare that you get the opportunity to have a second series, let alone that second series is animated and somewhat popular. I think he dropped the ball with the main character of Vigilantes. That little quirk, I'm the slider.
That anime is just supposed to be like...
Of all the quirks he could have had.
That's a cooking anime.
I slide.
That you watch while you cook. You don't pay
Looks beautiful, but... Bro, oh my goodness.
Worthless anime.
I like the tie-in, the Stain origin story.
He could have made him faster.
He could have made him faster. He could have done so much more. He could have picked any quirk. He could have picked any quirk in the world.
This is not about Vigilante. This is about My Hero Academia.
Yeah, but it's part of the broader world. But again, that also shows the broader world. You know, like
some backstory.
The backstory is really good. I think it's
It's really good. They do a really good job of how. Imagine if we had like quirks of power in nowadays, how things would just be a mess.
Mm-hmm.
But in order for the government to try to, control the situation or make it safe,
It will go crazy.
it discriminates against a big group of people.
Especially if you look, if you go on the quirk where you look weird, like it touches on so many different things. There's a ranking for top heroes that look like villains. Like, top people that save us that look evil and that we're gonna like. Oh my goodness, they do it really well, and they also do really well what is a hero and what isn't a hero. Like a hero is supposed to be this, and it shows aspects of a hero, but not a true hero in so many different lenses, and that's so
like
deep.
It's really cool when they like talk about, like, for example, some of the heroes, they were like, oh, we don't want to hear hero no more because there is nobody cheering for them, or they feel like, oh God, it's really messed up. When there's the time to really come forward and
Who
help,
really has what it takes?
like, are you really a hero now, or are you just gonna back down?
Yeah, that's the question they had to ask, and many of them quit because of it. And that's real. Like, that's really real. So I'm not like, first off, we're giving My Hero its flowers, right? And second off, personally, you can still be a really good anime without having all these boxes, but I'm just looking at these new anime that come out now and say, are you above or below this? Not, do I like this more? Like, something like Jujutsu Kaisen is competing, it's above as far as like what it's doing. My Hero might do certain things better. Jujutsu Kaisen might do certain things better. But overall, when I say my litmus test, I'm not comparing everything to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because that's top to top. But I am going to say, of these new things that are coming out, at least that. Because you have a lot of anime that, for lack of a better term, don't feel like you ate. They don't have that much substance,
Maybe it could be like, how well do you show how things will happen in the real world, kind of type of thing.
If that's the story.
How is like reflects. If it makes sense to you, kind of, I feel like you would put it like kind of like up, like a good ranking.
Yeah.
You know what? Do you get what I'm
saying?
saying?
And from what you said, I guess I'm not gonna just say this is a bar it has to pass. It's, are you over here or are you over there? Something like Gachiakta, I'm not gonna say it's better, but it's over here. It's doing its thing. And she might not have said I'm gonna write the best manga in the whole world, but it's that tier.
So
like it has the capacity.
I think also like it's the twists and turns.
Yeah.
The thing that you didn't consider, the thing like that, like an anime can open your eyes to, like makes you think about. I think that says a lot.
Yeah, and appeal, because at the end of the day, that move, like My Hero has had how many movies in theaters? Like 3 or 4. I remember I saw the first one in theaters.
Oh really?
Back in Jersey. I remember that. To this day. Not everything gets in movies. More things nowadays, but even back then that was rare. You had maybe Dragon Ball Z, maybe. I don't think you had a Naruto movie out there. I'm not sure, but this is just like a My Hero.
It's getting really good.
It's a My Hero topic. This is just an appreciation to the voice actors, Japanese and English. Appreciation to just the story, and I hope more stories keep on coming out like this. At the end of the day, if it's not your cup of tea, you could hate this and have another criteria. You're still right too. I'm right, you're right. It doesn't have to be this the only way.
It is hitting. My Hero Academia is really hitting a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
I like the drama, the twists, the turns, like I said.
I might have to do a dedicated video one day on my what's it called? My thoughts and everything. My Hero.
Okay.
But
really good. Really good.
Yeah. Now, before we get to our topic, do you want to do characters of the week?